From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Huh?
What you do?
I ain't do nothing. I'm waiting on you. I'll do this for you.
I said pose. Hey, pause.
Your shit pause?
I pause to you.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Maybe they told you. Maybe they was telling you to
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
They'll tell you that they pay you 54 to suck.
Watch the safety creep.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're running with Gurley.
Stop that nigga.
He got there. Did they stop him? They did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week. That takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And the Reds got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Yeah, so much for it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lefty.
They go counter with Howard. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, weak. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 81.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well,
right at that
excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Mike 5-4. Check.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Sunday. Check 31. Brixton, travel.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it. Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch.
I did say you wasn't
going
to score.
The run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
I know you thought he was good at one point. You know what I mean? But then he ran into ADRIS.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff, sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
You gonna kick a field, or you gonna punt it, or you gonna go for it? Like I'm a sucker. I told you, man.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Goff. Man open, it's caught. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, it's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays and target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check. Sunday.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 16, Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Who said that? Oh, you said that.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And nobody can fuck with.
This will be taken to the back of the
took
end
out the
zone.
line.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, DeWan don't run it. I don't know. Hold up for a second. Hold up for a second. Yeah, hold up. Yeah. Hold up.
As far as like itinerary.
Nah, he don't want it.
We need the event coordinator to just make sure that everything is running accordingly.
I just wait till he get off the phone. You ready?
Hmm?
All right.
Why am I thinking freezing? My buttons are
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Look at Deshaun.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
24's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 2-Jet. 24's the mic. Dan. Hey, wahoo. 24's the mic. Hey, what is it done?
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old
Yeah,
days?
I'm playing fuzzy. I'm
Piano
beating his
on their
ass,
backs
man.
when they were caught the football. Someone would
shit.
stop and bang out a tune
And,
along the way as well.
and I'm broadcasting.
These guys are essentially bulked-up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big
I'm playing
plays
with you,
just
son.
saw there.
All right.
On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. Taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 54 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Yeah, I know you tried to use it. That was your fault. You should have switched it to the board number 43. He would have got it.
He definitely would have had it.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to give it to Sproles. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
I caught the timeout. I hope it worked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15, twisting away.
Nice
and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Somebody about to get sacked.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Nice.
And an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes,
and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Here's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check it back. Check it back. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
You should have been running. You lost.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And
where you going, Gurley?
Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
My plane. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, lift.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Where you going, Gurley?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Shut out, buddy.
A good drive gets them
now I'm going down the field,
5, but they could not punch it in.
You can
credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 30-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second and very short, Goff. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And a good gain
He
here.
finally got his look, and he's getting up the field. He's happy.
It's a 9-yard
he ain't
pickup
talking much
on the
shit
play,
anymore.
and it'll be
You
second
know the
and
game
about
is
a
over.
yard.
I'm just letting you see what I said it did to you.
That's because I'm letting you, dude.
No, you won't.
All right, watch.
Don't even try to hype yourself up like that.
180. 2 up.
Now Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Not no more.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
To throw is Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Hold on. Check. 15.
Gurley again here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
You
Picked
know
off
it.
by Malcolm Jenkins. The 40.
I knew you
He's
was
at
going. I
the
knew you
30,
was going to the sack.
20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Told you I was going to score again.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis,
Well,
interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
You ain't going away, nigga.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
We go to the 180. Hey, watch the slip.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Super one.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin the drive with Howard. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Straight 15, straight 15.
Second and 6.
Wins to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ric Flair.
Gurley. Jalen Mills in on the stop. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Yeah, they say 12 seconds. Man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, 29 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
What's our score for a second?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Let me see.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
I'm about to get off this shit so I can fix this Netflix and shit. But yeah, I'm going to get with you. All right, pump. Victory is mine, everybody. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.